Greetings, YouTube. Today I'll be talking about a figure. This is from Safari Unlimited, and this is the Centaur. And I got this figure on sale for $6. And we're just gonna get that out of the... kind of get this out of the way. There we go. Actually got caught inside the strapping. First thing you'll notice, he does stand up quite well. The horse's legs are kind of an unusual position for a horse, because horses don't take this stance commonly unless they're kind of like rearing their heads back, and it's well echoed by the positioning of the Centaur itself. So this is, I think, kind of an emulation of how a horse would be rearing back, being emulated here by the fact that he's getting ready to make a swing with his flanged mace. And so we have the overall sculpt, I think, is solid. The details are interesting. The barding is really quite nice. And even the strapping that goes under the between the four legs and then around the belly of the animal, of the torso, the barrel of the body, I think is what it's called in proper parlance. The buckles are very nice details. They're fairly small and they're well accented. The hammered bronze chest plate very much gives it a Greek era vibe, as do the hammered bronzed greaves here, and then wristband on this side. He's not wearing a full-size greave on this brand because he is sporting a hammered bronze shield with a nice point on the boss. Just a very nice design. Interesting. It looks as though these are supposed to both be metal. That's kind of intriguing, because I would imagine this one being metal, a metal grip, and that would be a metal a strap, because that's how I've designed shields myself, using a grip on one side and then a strap on the other. A shield this small probably could have in real life also been used as a single-handed design with a central grip. That would have also been an option. It has shoulder pieces in here on this side to go along with the shield. Also hammered bronze look, which is very nice. The texturing's good, and they got the coloration correct in my opinion. And here we have the Jello mold look, where they build the musculature into the armor, even if the person wearing the armor does not actually possess that musculature, though this figure does look like he probably is very close. I'm trying to can't quite figure out how he's got that shoulder piece attached, though. There's an armband up here, but that armband couldn't hold that up. So it's kind of floating in space. That should be buckled to his... There should be a buckle up here underneath that flange, and then there should be something, yeah, so a strap going around his arm. That doesn't look like it's cutting it. So that shoulder piece is not well executed, but overall the rest is. The Centaur has pointed ears. It's something I've always used. I think that Centaur should have pointed ears. I've always considered them to be the touch of the Fae. But he has a little bit of chin beard going on there, which I also think is very appropriate, because playing up to the more bestial nature of the Centaur over more of the woodland creatures. The same category to my mind is like the satyrs. Now what's interesting to me is that he is using a shield mace combination, and the shield and mace is something I've always associated with medieval European knights, because those are the weapons they carried far more often than into battle than swords. Swords were not used in battle often. They could, of course, but a flanged mace, and this one appears to be also supposed to be bronze, which is more effective against heavy armor types and still effective against mail and leather or padded armor. So a mace, in my opinion, is more versatile than is a sword in the field. Now, for a Bronze era warrior, a bronze-headed mace would also be very effective, because you're taking advantage of the fact that bronze is heavy and dense and is a good impact weapon, but doesn't have the greatest edge. I mean, you can make swords out of it, but they can't make longer swords, and so you can make a great bashing weapon out of a mace. But a lot of times I've always seen centaurs depicted as having bows or spears, which are also useful because you can throw them, or you can use them in melee combat, or you can charge with them, and when you're a centaur, you are your own steed. So I thought it was an interesting choice to go with the shield and mace combination. I would actually love to talk to the designer and ask them about this particular design. Why did you come up with this? What was your design idea behind having a figure that wasn't using kind of the classic archery or polearmed vibe that you often see in centaurs? So this has been a Safari Unlimited Centaur.